All right, peace, love, and light. This is just going to be a reading for Scorpio in the month of October. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, all of that information is, as always, in the description below. So go ahead and check that out by clicking the title. And while you're there, go ahead and subscribe to this YouTube channel. We are going to say our prayer and shuffle up our cards, and then we shall begin. So, dear the divine God, our Holy Father, Yahweh, and our angels, thank you for being the highest form of good in our lives, for keeping our heads on straight and straying us away from negativity as best as possible. And thank you to the angels for the assistance that they have brought today and the assistance they'll bring during this reading. Right now, I'm asking that you guys bless and protect this space, as well as the viewers and myself. To ground us in your energy, Lord, with our energy, so that way we know what messages to receive, and to gift us a keen discernment to know what to do with the knowledge received as well. Please grant us the ability to keep our personal opinion and bias to the side if you so choose, the strength to continue on, and the clarity needed to focus. And anything else that you deem worthy for this reading, please allow us to be the vessels to receive and deliver. Amen. Ashe. I pray. In his name, his call name shall be Abre. A-B-R-E. All right. All right, let's see what is going on for Scorpio in the month of October. That's just Scorpio, period. But this is Scorpio in the month of October. Judgment. Dun, dun, dun. Revelations are happening about you being good enough. Revelations are happening about you being good enough. And for some reason, this good enough is disgusting you. You got the Five of Pentacles reversed, the High Priestess reversed, and the Nine of Cups reversed. Y'all is going through it. Y'all is going through it. I did read, I think I watched it. I forgot who I watched or who told me this. But if you are raised by a different sign than you, then you still have traits and qualities of that sign. So because majority of my family, it's only one person that is not a Scorpio. It's only two people that's not a Scorpio, which is my eldest sister and my mother. But because of my dad is a Scorpio, my little sister is a Scorpio, my brother is a Scorpio, my cousin is a Scorpio, and then it's like 6 more Scorpios on my dad's side. I still hold traits and qualities of a Scorpio, but not all the way. So if you are raised by someone who is a different sign than you, then you still hold qualities of, like, if your family holds different signs, because you pick up on the behavior that you see more than you pick up on the behavior that you want to have, you still hold signs of that sign, that zodiac sign that they are. So Scorpio still resonates for me as well. Covered in the blood of Scorp. You got the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. This is what we are. We're passing by the poor state. We're passing by the state of being We're passing by the state of accepting our position. We are not being what our circumstances, our environment, our experience is making us. You have the high priestess in the reverse. So this is secrets revealed. This is knowledge, ability, and wisdom revealed. And then you have the Nine of Cups in the reverse, which is discontentment. But I'm seeing this Nine of Cups as God being discontent. And this is how we are. We as Scorpios are showing... No, we as Scorpios are discontented. Well, sorry, we as blah, blah, blah. Let me rephrase the entire sentence. God is discontented with us Scorpios. God is discontented with us Scorpios, and it is showing through the actions that we are behaving in and how we produce our world. He is not okay with what it is that we are doing or how it is that we are creating our life. He's not okay with it. The Star card for Scorpio in October. The Star card, dreams, hopes, and wishes. We are working on our manifestations, our fantasies, our dreams come into fruition. We're working on that. We got the Eight of Wands in the reverse, the King of Pentacles, and the Chariot in the reverse. We're not moving forward. How we are producing our life is not forward movement. It is a stallmate. It is a stalemate, or whatever the word is. We're stalled. We're not moving. We're not moving forward. But it's not because of our chariot. Our chariot is fully operable. We can move on. We can go. But we're not in the position to ride. We're not in the position to ride. We're being a... Lord Jesus, I know for me personally, I'm entering into my dark side, my dark nature. I'm becoming. And then you got the King of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands. The King of Pentacles is why we are the way that we are. The King of Pentacles is why we are the way that we are. The King of Pentacles is comfortable posing as content. In uncomfortability, we literally do not allow room for growth or change or anything of that nature, because everything is exactly the way that we want it to be. And then what we are producing in our life, or what we are in our life currently with the Eight of Wands in the reverse, is not coming. We're not coming. The dreams that we have is not coming because we're comfortable playing a role like we're content, and then we're not moving forward. We're not moving forward. So God is telling me to take this to C so that way we can evaluate why are we not moving forward. Because I was just going to keep going and leave you guys where you at. Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. But I fucking knew that, so that was another reason. Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. This is because... Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. God laughing at me right now because he's like, Monique, you have to teach the mundane. And the mundane exists in the 3D world. I'm like, okay, bet, you know, I'm going. I don't like the mundane though. They're purposely misinforming themselves. They refuse to accept the reality that's in front of them, and they rather live in their imagination. And he like, okay, you're supposed to teach 3D world. So go to the 3D world. I said, okay. Why I just realized that I went under the 3D world and I'm in the 2D. I'm in the 2-dimensional. It's because no one is down there. And no one is no one is down there and it's just me. Like, Monique, I told you go to the 3D world. Don't be 3D. I just told you to teach the 3D world. And it's like, I am teaching the 3D world from the 2nd dimension. I tried to do it from the 4th, but that's full of idiots. I can't do it in a 3rd because that's full of stupidity. So I'm going to do it in a 2nd. Or I can go back to the 5th. I can definitely go back to the 5th and teach like I was teaching before. So that's all up to you. But I'm not stepping in that 3D world. It's full of stupidity. It's full of stupidity. People who purposely misinform themselves have a short attention span and don't want to listen to anything that they want, need, or desire. They don't care for their lives. They only care for what they want in the way that they want it as soon as they can get it, which is, for example, they want pink Kool-Aid, and instead of the process of making pink Kool-Aid, they want it to just appear in their cups. They're lazy. I'm not. So whenever you adjust me to the 3D world, I'm teaching it like you said. You guys to be more specific if you want me to actually be in it. So anyways, Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. The reason why, I forgot what we was talking about. Well, big energy, I didn't, but now I do. Because you left forgetfulness. So we got the Judgment card, the Star card, wishes, hopes, and dreams. We weren't moving forward. Nothing was coming in, and we were content posing as, we were comfortable posing as we were content. And then the Knight of Pentacles forms. The Knight of Pentacles was your question upon why are we the way that we are? Why are we comfortable posing as content? And it is because we're coming. We're on our way. We are on our way. This Knight of Pentacles in the reverse poses as someone who is this Knight of Pentacles in the reverse is someone who is at the front door, at the very beginning of their whole entire life that they wanted, manifested, and tried to obtain, coming true. Their fantasy life, their dream life is coming true. And they're nervous, hesitant, and amazed. They're sitting in awe and amazement that all that they want is coming true. It's that moment in life where you pause because your dreams are not coming into fruition, but they have formed. Like, for example, you've been building a house for 10 years. You've been building a house for 10 entire years. You've been building a house for 10 years. You've been building a house for 10 entire years. And on that, and as soon as your house is done, you walk up to it and you're just sitting in amazement, awe, and beauty that your house is complete and you're not walking into it. 8 of Cups. You ain't going nowhere because it's in the reverse. And you're not juggling anything. You're completely confirmed. You're not indecisive. So you know where you're going. You know where you want to be. You know that your dreams is coming into fruition. You're just in this state of awe about it. Scorpio for October. Three of Pentacles lands out on top of the star. See, that's more confirmation. You're building. Well, I don't know. This is building a statue. Building a mold. So internally, as you are accepting that your dreams are true, you're trying to form yourself into a proper being for it, instead of you just being yourself. I remember Missy from Saltwater Hills Tarot. She said, how are you going to receive your gifts? How are you going to receive your packages? How are you going to receive what is meant for you if you are at the wrong address? But in this case, how are you going to receive what is meant for you if you are the wrong person? You're trying to form yourself to be proper for your dream life. So you're creating a guideline to follow. You're creating a mold to live by. You're trying to fit into an archetype for your dreams and your dream life, instead of just accepting that this is the life that you dreamed of. Instead of just accepting that this is the life that you dreamed of, instead of just accepting that this is the world that you wanted to be in. You're changing yourself for your dreams. You got the Four of Pentacles with this. And this is the problem that is not a problem at all. The settlements that you had before, the things that you had before, you want to keep. You want to keep the things that you had before. You want to keep it. You genuinely do. And you want, I don't know if you want to bring it with you, but you want to keep the settlements that you had before. And I think you're deeming that this is a problem, but this is not a problem. Because who says you can't bring your settlements with you? But then we got the Hierophant in the reverse, which represents lessons unlearned, laws not given. This mold that you are creating is stingy. This mold that you are creating is a hoarder. The Hierophant is oh, and then you got the King of Cups as well in the reverse. This Hierophant is the Hierophant in the reverse is lessons unlearned, laws not given. And then the King of Cups in the reverse is about you running from your contentment in your dream life. You are lacking self-boundaries. And with you lacking internal boundaries, self-boundaries, with you lacking internal boundaries, which are self-boundaries, with you lacking those, you are forming yourself to be someone that you're not. You don't have anything that tells you, no, I will not do this. Like, for example, there are a couple internal boundaries that I have. And the internal boundaries that I have are like, I will not entertain foolishness. I will not entertain foolishness because, sorry. I will not entertain drama because it brings problems to me. Things that you say no to things that you say no to yourself to because it hurts and it harms you. So you have to say to yourself, I will not, for example, I will not smoke weed because it makes me lazy and it makes me not want to be productive. Things that you have to hold yourself back from. Things, laws and behaviors of yourself that you must not break. Another one of my internal boundaries is what is it? They're taking it away from me. But you have to have laws for yourself. You just have to have internal boundaries for yourself. You just have to have the ability to tell yourself, no, we're not going to do that because it harms us and it hurts us. No, we're not going to do that because it is something that is not right for us. No, we're not going to do that because it brings us pain. You have to be able to tell yourself, and that is like the key, and you telling yourself no is the key to developing self-control. You telling yourself no is the key to developing self-control. No, we're not going to do this. We're not going to do this. We're not going to do this. 2525, as I was saying, we're not going to do this. Somebody needs to look that up, which reminds me that I need to look up the number 1717. So this is not the proper way that I want to explain internal boundaries. But you guys just may be getting it in your own way of receiving it and not the way that I want you to receive it. So I'm going to accept that. I'm definitely going to accept that. Yeah. So you guys got it. Just formulate self-control. Tell yourself no. For the sake of and the reason of, this may harm me. So what else for Scorpio in October? This is hidden. This may heal you. Formulating self-control by having internal boundaries and knowing what will hurt you in your life that comes from you. This is what I wanted to talk about. And this is the internal boundaries that I wanted to talk about. Is not what comes to you. It's what comes from you. Having self-control to not create problems in your life that come from you. I know for a fact that if I behave foolishly in love, in romance, I will be hurt. If I don't behave wisely in the lessons that I have been taught about myself and how wrong I can be, and about accepting anybody, anything, I can be hurt. So I'm not going to do that. I know that if I eat too much, because if you've been following me in my life for a while, I done turned into a big mama, okay? I know that if I eat too much, I'm going to gain weight, and I don't like myself when I have weight on me. So I'm not going to do that. It's controlling the problems that you create in your life. So I do want to give you, and then 5 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Conflict, problems, issues. I do want to give you guys some homework. I want you to self-reflect, and I want you to think back. Thinking back is self-reflection. Self-reflection is thinking back. I want you guys to look upon your life, and I want you to see, what are the problems that you create? What are the problems that come from you? What are you responsible for? Not what can you take responsibility for? Not what responsibility was given to you, but where is your responsibility at? Like, for example, Bob irritated the shit out of you. Bob irritated the shit out of you. So you slap Bob. Where is your responsibility? Where is the problem that you caused in this conflict as well as Bob irritating you? The slapping of Bob is the problem because you furthered the conflict that way, right? Or you solved the conflict that way. But no matter what, your responsibility was you slapping Bob. And then for the people who are elevated, of a more wiser mindset, and are capable of hearing this information, you are also responsible for letting Bob irritate you. You are. You are also responsible for letting Bob irritate you because you can control your emotions. You can. You may not realize that you do, but you do. Whenever you feel sad and you turn on sad music, that's you controlling your emotions. You're just furthering yourself down the hole of sadness, going further down the timeline that sadness is. Or if you're sad and you don't want to listen to sad music and you sit in silence, that's still you controlling your emotions because you're growing them out of out of the position that they are in, out of the feeling that they are expressing. So the key, and this is the thing that you must respect, is that your emotions will literally not jump to the next feeling. They grow. They're not going to immediately jump to the next feeling. They grow. Emotions are natural to the self. It is okay to be emotional. Emotions are not like technology that pops up in what you deem and believe is instantly. Emotions grow. So whether you are growing from sadness to happiness, or whether you are growing from sadness to contentment, your emotions are still growing. The change is the growth. So I'm going to leave you guys here, and I'm going to allow you to accept that you are responsible for what other people make you feel. Because just because they made you feel that way does not mean that you have to stay within it. Just because they make you feel that way does not mean that you have to stay within it. Genuinely. So, I'm going to leave you guys with that. And your homework. Let's look at what you are responsible for in your life. And let's look at the problems that you are responsible for in your life. Your actions and your emotions. 333 as I'm saying this. 3333. God, like, come on now. Come on now. Your actions and your emotions you are responsible for, because that sentence starts with that. Your actions, your emotions. You're responsible for everything that your is. So, your actions, your emotions, your actions, you're responsible for. And you have to evaluate. Your homework is to evaluate your past and see your responsibility in every conflict, in every fight, in every argument that you had. What did your emotions do? And what did your actions do? And then I want you to accept the responsibility of it. That you were another party in the truth of your experience. You are a party responsible for actions and behaviors in the truth of your experience. So accept that, and that's your homework. The month of October for Libra, for Scorpio, is essentially you're creating a mold. You're leaving yourself behind, not being yourself, not wanting to take responsibility either that you are leaving yourself and not being yourself. And you are in the face of your dreams. But you have to accept responsibility for yourself in order for you to actually be able to enter into your dreams. You created your life. At the end of the day, you created your life. So let's take some responsibility about how we created our life. That's all that I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to book a personal reading with me, all of that information is, as always, in the description below. So go ahead and check that out. And while you're there, please subscribe to this YouTube channel. Peace, love, and light. And as always, be great.